Speaking of terrible people with bad intentions, I haven't had a chance to talk to you guys in quite some time and address this whole Omarosa thing. And I want to do that right now. Because what really set everything off, it wasn't the empty revelations that her tapes were supposed to bowl the world over. It's when Donald Trump called her a dog, right? Everybody went off. Donald Trump is racist. Donald Trump is misogynistic. He's toxic masculinity. Why? Because he called Omarosa a dog. He called a black woman a dog. Well, she called her own self a dog. No, she called her own self a dog. Because you see, Omarosa called herself a dog. Well, here's the proof right here. Everybody's talking about this new book, Unhinged and everything. But what was her previous book? I've got it up right now on video. It's right there. You're looking at it right there on YouTube Live. What's the name of it? The Bitch Switch. Subtitled, Knowing How to Turn It On and Off. There it is. What is a female dog? A bitch. She's calling herself a bitch. She's selling herself as a bitch. The Bitch Switch. This is how she has glossed herself. She's embraced the fact that she's a female dog. Now I'm just going to say this right here and right now. To call Omarosa a dog is too kind, because as a canine lover, because dogs are like the second greatest thing in all of creation. The second greatest thing probably that God ever created was the canine, was the dog. So to call Omarosa a dog, really, the quality of individual she is a compliment. This is what I'm really scared of. What I'm really scared of is Omarosa's husband deciding to divorce her. Let me talk to him really quickly. Hey, yo, dog. Why in the world would you marry this woman in the first place? Here's my suggestion to you, dog. Don't ever try and divorce this woman. Do it for the sake of humanity. Don't ever divorce her. I mean, it really is going to be until death do you part, and I would sleep with one eye open. Yo, dog, don't divorce this woman, man. Don't even mention. I mean, forget the word divorce, separation, any of that. Do it for the sake of us. Because if we are having to deal with this book, quote unquote, unhinged or whatever it's called, if you would divorce her, we are probably going to have to deal with the Omarosa sex tapes. And we just couldn't handle that, dog. Because she records everything. If you walked down the sidewalk of Washington, D.C., 14th Street, right around the corner from the White House, 17th Street, right next door to the White House, and Omarosa was walking down the sidewalk and you said good morning, you are probably recorded. This woman, she needs to be arrested. You're telling me that bringing a recording device into the Situation Room, a skiff, is not some sort of federal offense, violation of classified regulations? Oh, that's right. Omarosa doesn't have a thing to worry about because Hillary Clinton is taking long walks in the woods. She's piling up speaking fees down in New Zealand as she continues to globetrot. That would be Hillary Clinton. But there it is. There's the book, The Bitch Switch. She called herself a bitch. And then look what it says for the book. Her previous book. Look what it says. When a woman acts assertively, makes demands, and struggles for what she wants, she is labeled a bitch. The secret is to know when and how to turn on or turn off that bitch switch. Not being able to locate your switch leaves you open to being a victim. Not knowing how to turn it off will get you a label that is hard to shake. From Omarosa, the reality star, global television personality, and primetime villainess you love to hate, comes the bitch switch. The smart and bitingly honest must-read for every woman who aspires to succeed in relationships, in business, and at home. Succeed? How many times has she been fired? Please. And at home? Oh, that poor guy. Woo! That poor guy. I feel for him. I feel for him. I feel for all of us. And we all know Katrina. Katrina's from Dallas. I've been knowing Katrina for years. This woman was recording, not Omarosa. No, dog is too good for her. I would equate her more to a half from, well, let me see. I would say hermaphroditical hyena is more like what I would classify Omarosa. Yep. Hermaphroditical hyena would be Omarosa. Who could ever trust this woman ever again in their lives? She was taping people, recording people during the campaign. She was setting them up to watch her back, so she says. Watch her back? Oh no, you can never, ever, ever fire Omarosa. You can't do that. You can't tick off Omarosa. She'll come out with some stuff. Who could ever be her friend? Ever. What man could ever trust her? Even her husband? Whew. Ladies, don't take any lessons from Omarosa. Please. Please don't do that. It's tough enough for us dudes out here anyway to know who to trust and who not to trust. Don't do that. Don't be an Omarosa, please. Don't be a female dog. Oh, that's a compliment to Omarosa, female dog. I'm just ticked off because she's messing with Katrina. I'm happy for Katrina. I'm happy for the success that Katrina Pearson, one of the original founders of the Tea Party, is having in Washington. When she wasn't in Washington, when she was still here in Texas. Been knowing Katrina for years. I've known the type of challenges she's had in her life, and the fact that she's having some good fortune right now. And then Omarosa wants to drag her into the mud. Got your back, Katrina. Got your back, girl. You may be off in D.C. and you may have forgotten us down here in Texas, but we haven't forgotten you and what you've done for us here in Texas. Got your back, Katrina. Watch your back from Omarosa. Any human being on the planet. Completely, totally untrustworthy.